Do you believe in God? I do. I trust Him with everything. But do you know what my problem is? He doesn't speak any language known to mankind. So, how do I communicate with Him? Some of you might say prayers, and some might believe meditation could be a way to connect. But the thing is, I am very naive on all those things. I need a simple way to understand what He wants to convey. What are His plans for me? After 42 years of experiencing life, finally I understood that He has His own three ways of communicating with me. Do you know which are those? Let me tell you. Who knows, He might be trying the same three ways for you also. First, He sends inspiration for me. Sometimes through books or people I meet or an inspiring video I come across, which wears off after some time. So He tries the second option. An opportunity knocks on my door. It's like Him telling me, this is what I want you to do, go ahead and grab it. But then I am too lazy to come out of my comfort zone. I appreciate it, but I don't pursue it. Finally, He tries His ultimate option. He creates an adverse situation that forces me out of my comfort zone. He leaves me with no choice but to change. 12th July 2022, Tuesday. That eventful day, the day that changed everything, the day when He threw me away His ultimate option. The thrill is about to begin. Are you ready to listen? Okay. It was a bad start to my day. With my leads going down week after week, I was already frustrated. I had tried everything from my years of experience to improve the number of inquiries for our business. But nothing seems to be working. I was going through one of the worst months in all my 9 years with markets and markets. To top it all, the very same day I had a meeting where my decision making skills are questioned. The criticisms triggered my ego. How could someone question my decisions? I have built everything from scratch and brought this department, this M&M team where it is now with my blood and sweat for 9 years. I didn't say anything, but was super frustrated. I felt like this is it. My time with M&M is over now. Everything I have done, everything I have built, I must hand it over and move out. It was like death of a career for me. When a person dies, he leaves everything behind. In my case, it was my team, SEO processes I have set, rankings I have achieved, leads I have driven, everything I have to give up. That was the first time I realized how much I am attached to M&M. And what more depressing was, I was not going happily. It was like I become a failure now because everything was down. Now that thought challenged my self-esteem. Then I realized that the fact that I have not upgraded myself. I'm still doing the same thing which I was doing 5 years back. Based on performance, I got promotion, but do I deserve that promotion? Have I lived in that new role? The answer was no. The world has moved ahead, but I choose to be in my comfort zone, and because of that, now I'm at a turning point where I might need to leave the company, my team, my desk, that chai point gossips to conference room meetings, everything which has been part of my daily life. Then came the next thought. What should I do now? What's next? To whom should I tell all these things? I can't share with my team, they all count on me. I can share with my family, but they can give me sympathy, not the solution. Finally, I gathered all my courage as I had nothing to lose, and I asked our CEO, Sandeep sir, that I need some guidance. I need a mentor who can guide me on what to do next. First, he appreciated that I have given a thought to this. He sympathized with me like a family, listened to me, assured me that he will help me. He said two very important things to me. He said, if you don't know what's your problem, you will never get a solution. Since you found your problem, we'll together find a solution. Second thing he said, if you never ask, you will never get. Now you have come to me. I know that you need help. I will give my 100% to help you. He had given me his 2 days. It was not easy. On first day, he asked me to list all my problems, think about what exactly bothered me, and then do a SWOT analysis. Next day, I went through all my problems and my detailed SWOT analysis. I also shared what I think are possible solutions. He listened to me very carefully, and then he started asking questions about the possibility. The first question he asked me was, what do you need to turn this situation? We have done it in the past. Now also we can do it. Just let me know what you need and it will be my job to help you with that. Running away is not on the table. Let's face this together. And then he kept asking me questions about solutions. Questions which blew my mind. I could have never thought in that way. And at that moment I realized that my biggest failure was I have not created my wish list of people with whom I want to sit on the table and get inspired from. My growth in terms of my thought process and my ideas stopped because I didn't want to move out of my comfort zone. Ranking is there, leads are coming, team is working, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. Universe has already given me 2 chances, but I didn't listen. And now I didn't have any option but to follow. And those 2 days turned my thinking upside down. Over the next 60 days, I was learning 15 hours a day. Attended every conference possible, started rigorous reading, enrolled in 3 different courses, and so on. I can feel the difference in myself. The way I think has changed, the way I speak has changed. And that leads to my second transformation, which is to find my purpose. I found it, and it has given me a lot of clarity. I will talk about it sometime later. It's a spiritual journey, and this is not the right platform to share it. But yes, this led me to that. Result? It's time to give it back. I started giving back to my team, at least my immediate team members. I tried to take them out of their comfort zone as well so that they can also grow. And now they are also trying the same. I can feel the change. But then, what happened to my initial trigger? Why did I choose to stay back? I realized that my fear of managing failure and my ego, these two were driving me crazy. All days are not the same. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But that doesn't mean you leave the ground. You work hard and practice your skills to give your best. I found my happiness in my satisfaction of giving best. I found my happiness in helping others, and I found my happiness in trying my best. Success or failures doesn't control my happiness now, so no more regrets. Moral of the story? Listen to God, listen to that supreme energy before He decides to slap you with third option. May you all find your happiness within. Thank you so much for listening my story. Thank you.